welcome to the 32nd annual Great Futures Dinner. My name is Eve Rojas, and I am coming live to you from right here inside the headquarters of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston. Now, I know in the past we've been able to meet in person, see your beautiful faces and your generous hearts, but of course, with COVID-19, things have changed. But what hasn't changed is our need for your support and inspiration to continue to support our 26,000 club members here at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston. Now, again, like I said, we are live, and as much as you can see me, I want to be able to see you. So what I have here off to my side is a monitor that has our social media on it. So what I want you to do, whether you're at home, you're with your family at a watch party, please go ahead and use the hashtag GreatFuturesDinner32. And also, when you pre-registered earlier this week on QTago, there are predetermined levels of pledging. I also want to let you know that you're able to input your own level. But this is a pledge tonight. So what we are going to do after this evening is reach out to you and say thank you and ask you how you would like to fulfill your pledge. And now if you're watching us from YouTube, hi to all of you, you can go to our website, which is BGCGH.org. And that's the website for the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston. There's a big green Donate Now there letter that you can go ahead and input your credit card information tonight. So what I'm going to see on both of these, whether you're on the QTago platform or on our website, is your generous hearts donating. And again, I just want to thank you all for gifting us with your time tonight. Please enjoy our program.
Good evening and welcome. Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston is the region's leading youth development organization. Since our founding nearly 70 years ago, we have produced significant results in educating, mentoring, and empowering vulnerable youth in ways that have improved their chances of realizing academic and economic success. Essentially, we have and will continue to serve those kids and teens in the Greater Houston region who need us the most to achieve a great future. For the past 6 months, a myriad of crises, including a global pandemic, social injustice, and economic distress, has brought uncertainty and disruption to the diverse communities we serve. However, we have not faltered on our promise to serve as many kids as possible in the best ways possible. During this time, we have addressed food insecurity by providing drive-through food pantries and implemented other innovative food programs. We've provided virtual programming to our youth to help bridge the academic gap between school and in-home learning. We've established learning centers that provide a safe and supportive environment during normal school hours for children that are enrolled in virtual school with no option to attend in-person classes. And we are safely providing our traditional after-school experience with engaging programs and activities. Throughout the turbulence and constant change, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston has been a consistent source of relief for our youth, their families, and the community. My desire for you tonight is that you will feel inspired by the great work we are doing at Boys and Girls Club and feel compelled to join us in doing whatever it takes to help those kids and teens who need us the most. Before I go, I want to share that this event would not be possible without the strong leadership to help us reach our goals. Please welcome Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston Board of Directors member Cynthia Sanford, this year's Great Futures Dinner Chair.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. I was very honored to have been asked to be the chair of this year's Great Futures Dinner. And back in January, when I accepted that ask, I had no idea that this is what it would look like. So here we are, and we have had an amazing committee who have helped us to reach our goal. In addition, we are truly grateful for our diamond sponsor, Phillips 66. And in addition to our diamond sponsor, I want to thank our platinum sponsors for this evening, Joey and Bill Getz, Kroger, Laura and Will Levin, Moss Restaurant Group, Cisco, and Wells Fargo. Thank you. We appreciate all that you do for the Boys and Girls Club. And while tonight's event is virtual, it is still a celebration of so many things. We are celebrating Leah Williams, the 2020 Youth of the Year. She is an incredible young woman, and I know you will enjoy hearing from her in a bit. And we are celebrating two long-standing partners and friends of Boys and Girls Clubs, Phillips 66 and the George Foundation. They have gone above and beyond for our city and for this organization, and we are so very grateful for them. And thank you again to all of our partners and sponsors for their support, particularly through this challenging year. We have a video for you to watch that showcases the work the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston has done for our community this past year, proving that they really do whatever it takes for Houston's youth. And before I let you go, I'd like to echo something Kevin said. We hope that watching tonight, you see something, you hear something that touches your heart, that inspires you to join us in this mission to take care of these kids who need us most. Thanks so much and enjoy.
As Texas' largest metropolitan city, one of the biggest in the country, Houston is home to more than 2 million children. We live in an incredibly diverse city. Of any major metropolitan area in Texas, Houston has the greatest share of children living in deep poverty. It is these children that are most vulnerable in our community. Boys and Girls Clubs provides young people with opportunities to engage in programs that help them achieve academic success, take charge of their health by building healthy habits that will stick with them throughout their lives.
Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Houston is a safe place for kids, especially in the underserved communities, to be able to go to after school and during the summer, really be mentored and cared for and make friends and have a great time.
My favorite part about going to the Boys and Girls Club is making new friends and meeting new people.
What separates us apart is the physical infrastructure that we provide in the communities in which we serve. These clubs that are spread throughout Greater Houston are really safe zones for our kids. And an institution like the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston gives these kids a shot. It gives them an opportunity to tell them what's happened in your past. We can help you achieve your dreams and thrive.
I think it's really critical to any community to have the safety net and a safe place for kids who don't otherwise have a safe place to go.
I think it's important to have a Boys and Girls Club in Houston because some kids have nothing to do after school. They just go home and they have no one to talk to. But if you go to the Boys and Girls Club, you have tons of people to talk to about the stuff that happened at school or anywhere else.
Economic and health social disparities have always been an impact in our community. And COVID-19 just exacerbated that for the vulnerable and the marginalized community that we are serving.
It has had us look for help in new ways, and really grateful that Boys and Girls Club has been able to pivot and to be able to try and meet some of the needs that we've seen our families have.
Project Gives is a new initiative that the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston is doing to provide food assistance to families. And this is through either Hunger Not Impossible, where families can text hungry through their phone and they can have a choice about 10 restaurants and choose a menu from those restaurants and pick up the order for free. The other part of Project Gives is the gift cards. We're giving out resource cards of $100 from local supermarkets. We had this gentleman that came and he heard through word of mouth, just friends and family texting each other the Project Gives application. And for 20 minutes when he came to pick it up, he was with me just having a conversation about how grateful he was.
Ahora mismo estoy sin trabajar, mi esposa está en embarazo, el sueldo de ella no, pues no nos da mucho. Que nos dieron la tarjeta pues nos ayudó bastante para ir comprando las cosas para el bebé.
We're doing something honorable, something that's very noble, to be able to provide families with something that they didn't have.
Part of our response was wellness calls, and so we could check in and see how the families are doing and figure out where there were gaps and what resources that they needed.
Because of the relationship that we have with our community, we're able to say, hey, I know what you're going through, how can we help?
Me llamó el maestro y me dijo que si yo quería una ayuda, que me registrara y todo. Que gracias por el apoyo que nos dan y para las personas que lo necesitan, pues.
On June 1st, in accordance with CDC guidelines and the public health officials, we were able to return to our traditional format of in-person learning. That in-person learning served as the opportunity to bring the kids back into our fold, provide them with the mentorship, the caring, the hot meals, those activities that we know that they need to have in order to thrive.
It's really been fun, even though we have to stay away from each other, but we still find ways to connect and talk and have fun.
Just like we've seen with the experience of the global pandemic, there are social disparities that exist.
Social justice is a part of Boys and Girls Club's DNA. We're very keen and aware of the young people we serve and the communities that we serve, and we're unapologetic about that. We want to make sure that we are supporting our young people and their families, and that includes not only through just out-of-school time services, but how they fare in life. And so during this time, it has definitely been a call to action for us to be even louder and more reflective in this time. And so we've done that through a couple of different ways. And one is being able to support our young people, and particularly our teens, in amplifying their voice through a program called Be the Change You Want to See.
This year, one of my colleagues, right after the George Floyd situation, felt compassion for what was going on. And through that, we were trying to figure out how do we do our part and how can we get our members involved. And if we're adults feeling a certain type of way, how can we get the kids to express themselves? Through that process, we came up with Be the Change You Want to See.
I got involved with Be the Change You Want to See because I felt like it was the only way I could have got my voice heard, and I wanted to make sure I was doing my part in encouraging other teens to be aware of what's going on today.
Having this program to continue like this, it just gives more opportunities for young people to start speaking up, especially if they see other young people that are their age speaking up. They need to do that and step up for other young people as well. Like, voice your opinion. You have an opinion. Your guys' voices matter.
It's hard, but one thing that we do know is that our young people are part of the solution. They are the key for progress and moving forward. And all of us should be looking at how can we come in, help them, champion them, uplift them to help amplify their voice and their action to move forward.
This organization tells a kid that no matter what your background, no matter what's going on in your life, we got you.
We hear you. We want to be here for you. We want to stand up for you. We want to be in the gaps. And we all can be united to work through this together.
These clubs that are spread throughout Greater Houston are really safe zones for our kids, opportunities for them to get to a positive experience, a place where they can take advantage of our programming, get a good meal, have some good fostered relationships with kids and adults alike.
The clubs, I think, is instrumental to the success of Houston now and in the future.
We will continue to do the work that we do, set these kids up for success. We really are the safety net of where they can go and thrive, have a great future.
Please welcome the chair of the Board of Directors for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Houston, Mr. Julius Young, and the 2020 Youth of the Year, Leah Williams.
My name is Julius Young. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got one of our amazing youth here to talk to us tonight. Leah, welcome, and good seeing you again.
Nice to see you too.
So congratulations. We serve 26,000 youth around Greater Houston, and you are the 2020 Youth of the Year. How does that feel?
Honestly, it feels so surreal. I'm just so happy that I'm finally being recognized for all the hard work and dedication and long hours that I put into volunteering and mentoring and helping the youth of my club. And so just to like encourage them and motivate them. So having this platform to further encourage, further motivate, and reach a larger group of youth is like actually a great opportunity for me and the youth that I will encourage and impact.
Now, we all have our own stories. I spent some time with the Boys and Girls Club back in Pasadena, California, and it certainly was impactful on my life. Talk to us about how it impacted you and tell us a little bit about your story.
Okay, so I would say the Boys and Girls Club was the oasis to my desert. Like growing up in school, I always felt like out of place or like just different. So going to the Boys and Girls Club, I was able to fully become myself and like submerge myself in interests and passions that I didn't know that I would have if I didn't go to the Boys and Girls Club. In addition to that, like I was an only child to like a single mom, so I didn't have any homework help or tutoring or mentoring that much time because my mom was working all the time. So the Boys and Girls Club provided me with that aid also. And then growing up as an older club member, it gave me the opportunities to like give back. It gave me the chance to be that person who those people were to me when I was growing up. So I really enjoyed my time at the Boys and Girls Club.
And when you think about what you want to achieve in your life and what the Boys and Girls Club has done to help you achieve those goals, what do you think is the next step for Leah?
So right now I'm in college at Howard University.
Congratulations, that's great.
Thank you. I'm on the pre-law track right now. Hopefully I'll get into law school and be able to study and gain a career in the public interest law and work for a nonprofit organization like the Boys and Girls Club so I can continue to help people like me.
So I know you've got a long journey ahead of you and it may take you different paths educationally and career-wise. But you do have, I know, a passion that we talked about before this in terms of law and the legal field. When you think about the things that we are all going through today in terms of social injustice, what do you think about that? And how do you think that, how does that make you feel? And what do you think you can do maybe personally to make an impact?
Well, personally, the biggest impact I can make is to vote and to keep spreading awareness about what's going on right now. But I'm just happy that we have this momentum, that we're finally shedding light on these systems and these racial discrepancies within our country. And hopefully, like us as a nation can pick a leader that will use this momentum in a positive way and will transform the systems or reverse the systems or just do something to finally help the Black community and finally answer the questions and the needs that they've been asking for like ever.
Well, you know what? It's been a very difficult time, Leah, but I think with young leaders like yourself, right, you guys will show us the way. And that's really the message for a lot of the youth out there, which is we're relying on you to lead us through this, right, ultimately. And I think you will be a shining star in that. So really appreciate that. And you are just a fantastic model of a lot of the youth that we have in our organization that have some challenges at some point, but eventually achieve great heights. And we've got great expectations for you and look to hear more about your story. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I now have the privilege of introducing our two honorees for the evening, Phillips 66 and the George Foundation. Phillips 66 generously supports STEAM education in each of our club locations that offers hands-on learning experiences taught by adult mentors that clearly connect today's academics to tomorrow's opportunities. The George Foundation has been a long-standing partner of our Fort Bend clubs, without whom we could not serve the over 3,000 youth in that community. We are grateful for the leadership and support both of these organizations have provided Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston over the many years. Thank you to tonight's honorees.
What Boys and Girls Club does, they give kids, particularly in some underprivileged neighborhoods, an opportunity to have a safe place to go, to have some normalcy after school and during the summers that can help them succeed in school, which gives them a leg up in succeeding in life.
Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston is one of the largest youth serving organizations in the Greater Houston area. Our promise is to serve as many kids as possible in the best way possible. So during this last 7 years, Phillips 66 has been providing our organization with financial sustainability to offer new programs that we never would have been able to do before.
At Phillips 66, we have a vision of providing energy and improving lives. And that vision extends beyond the products and services that we deliver to the relationships that we develop in the communities in which we operate.
Our support for Boys and Girls Club really stems from our desire to support the youth in the communities where we are.
We actually began our partnership with a literacy program. It was called Spark Literacy. When that program was very well established, we then started to pivot and support the STEAM education program that they put in place. It's really important for us to give back because we fundamentally believe that we have a responsibility to the people in the communities where we live and work.
Any partnership with a corporation like Phillips 66 is to not only move our organization forward with a financial contribution, but it's also with representation from the organization on our board of directors. And from the very beginning, we have been blessed to have the leadership and the subject matter expertise from Phillips 66 to make us a stronger organization.
There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of kids that need our help. And we have a unique opportunity to make an imprint on their lives, on the city of Houston, and frankly on the country. As one of the largest cities in the country, the impact that we make here on kids' lives matters.
This is an organization that has having a very real and very positive impact on the kids in our community who truly do need it the most. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Phillips 66, I'd like to say thank you for this acknowledgement, the acknowledgement of our partnership that we have with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston. I think between our contribution and the vision and the mission of the club, we've been able to have a pretty significant impact on the Houston community. And while we are very humbled by this acknowledgement, I'd like to take a moment to also recognize the staff of the Boys and Girls Club, the women, the men, the full-time, the part-time, the volunteers, all of whom have given themselves every single day to have a very meaningful impact on the lives of so many children. So thank you.
Now, the George Foundation.
The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston serves Fort Bend County now through 4 locations. The Fort Bend Club opened its doors in 2001, followed by the Stafford Club in 2002, Richmond-Rosenberg Club in 2015, and the newest location in Mission Bend opening this fall. Since their first gift in 2000, the George Foundation has been a pivotal partner of the Boys and Girls Club in Fort Bend County. True to the Foundation's mission statement, the 20-year partnership has resulted in awards of over $4.5 million to area clubs and their members, ensuring that resources are available to help the youth of Fort Bend realize their full potential. Even in the current coronavirus pandemic, the Foundation's commitment to the Boys and Girls Club never waned. They provided additional grant funding to serve the changing needs of the Fort Bend community. When the community impact was becoming evident in mid-March, the Fort Bend clubs were able to swing into action. This came in the form of food pantry drive-thrus where 17,548 individuals were served, weekly wellness calls to over 8,500 families, and 48 virtual enrichment programs to 6,143 club members. The generosity of the George Foundation has provided resources that will serve the Boys and Girls Club well into the future. In addition to providing financial support, the Foundation has consistently incorporated the Fort Bend County clubs into their annual Youth and Philanthropy program, a program designed to offer Fort Bend County high school students opportunities to make a difference in their community while gaining leadership skills to be used throughout their lifetime. The Youth and Philanthropy program has provided over 5,000 hours of community service to Boys and Girls Club in the past 18 years. These young adults have been integral in beautifying the campuses, building picnic tables, hosting holiday parties, providing disaster relief after Hurricane Harvey, and most recently, constructing a 15-foot outdoor Gaga pit at the Richmond-Rosenberg location. The Foundation's commitment to philanthropy doesn't stop there. They engage and empower current and future leaders through their 8-month program, Excellence in Nonprofit Leadership, which several of the Fort Bend Community Council members and club directors have participated in. The partnership between the George Foundation and the Boys and Girls Club emphasizes the mission to inspire and enable youth, especially those who need them most, to realize their full potential as productive, responsible, and caring citizens. As the George Foundation celebrates 75 years of being a partner to the community, leveraging the Foundation's resources to positively impact Fort Bend County and its residents, we are so grateful for the continued relationship with the Foundation and are honored to be a recipient of the legacy of Albert and Mamie George as we set out to change lives every day.
Good evening. My name is Roger Adamson, and I'm the CEO of the George Foundation. And on behalf of our Board of Trustees and our staff, we're honored to be with you here tonight. The George Foundation is proud to have partnered with the Boys and Girls Club over the past 20 years to impact youth in Fort Bend County. Watching Boys and Girls Club grow from one club now to the 4 that we have, impacting tens of thousands of youth in our community. The George Foundation recognizes that youth development, along with just a positive place for kids to go, is critical to their development to become productive citizens in our community. In addition to our traditional grants, we've also had many community partnerships over the years that have had a tremendous impact on youth as well as our community.
Good evening. My name is Amy Blahuda. I'm the Director of Special Programs. Through my role, I have the unique opportunity to work directly with the club directors on creating programs through the Youth and Philanthropy. Bringing together our high school students and working directly with the clubs, it is amazing to see the impact that we can have on our community. It is also an honor to serve on the Fort Bend Community Council and to work directly with the club directors to see their passion and enthusiasm that they bring to work every day. They are truly making a huge impact on the youth in Fort Bend County.
Once again, on behalf of our Board of Trustees and our staff, we're honored to be with you here tonight to receive this award. We are so excited about how the Boys and Girls Club and the George Foundation can work together into the future to impact youth in Fort Bend County. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance that cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will
Alatrius. That is for you.
Thank you so much.
That was emotionally and physically moving. Your performance was not only beautiful, but when you look at the video and watch your dance at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, who are these 26,000 club members' armor? We are. You saw those perfect words of friendship, fun, teamwork, safe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important part of the evening where I invite you to join us to continue supporting all of the needs of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston. Now, when you logged into QTago or you're on our website, there are predetermined levels, and whatever level you are so graciously in a position to sacrifice, we thank you. But just to let you know what the impact of your dollars does, let me share with you that for over the course of the next year, 25 club members at the $5,000 level will be impacted, those juniors and seniors that are getting ready for college with their preparation. For those going into the workforce, their development, and for tutoring. So if you're in a position this evening to give $5,000, know that you are impacting 25 of those club members. And I do know, thank you so much to Greg Keller. We do have that level of $5,000. So thank you so much, Mr. Keller. And again, ladies and gentlemen, there's so many tremendous things that your dollars impact. Now, even when you're thinking about this new platform we're on, virtually, the $3,000 levels help support a month of virtual programming that all of our 26,000 club members can access. And whether that's the most important STEM program, something that's meaningful to me and to Alatrius, the arts and the literacy and the fitness program, all of those virtual programming is available with your $3,000 donation. Now, I want to give a few calls out right now. So thank you so much, Michael Kustner, for your $1,000 donation. And I see Ron Blomerick for $1,500. Thank you so much. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I'm live. If I mispronounce your name, please, I'm asking for your forgiveness in advance. Bob Herman, thank you so much. We have another $1,500 donation. Julia Haynes, $250. And I'm going to look over here really quick because I see on Instagram, we had the Boys and Girls Club, a young professional. She's an LSU alum. Thank you, Angel. Cher Bonnier for joining us. And again, the Houston, Texas, who I know are huge supporters. We have Baby Ben and Adrian, and Baby Ben there is holding our program that we sent them out in advance. Thank you. And yes, indeed, hashtag Texans Care. And thank you so much to one of our board members, Mark Johnson. And I see you there with your wife. Thanks for joining us from Sugarland. Again, ladies and gentlemen, any level that you're in a position to sacrifice tonight to continue supporting the programs of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston is so meaningful to all of us. Brian Todd, thank you so much for that $5,000 donation. And thank you, Joey Getz, $3,000. So much of this program is now becoming from all of you. Olivia Bates, thank you for your meaningful $100 donation. Anita Sagal, $1,000. Vidal Ramirez, we so appreciate your $50 donation. Thank you to all of you. Now, if you're wondering, the next time we see you a year from now, what 365 days does, at the $1,500 level, you are supporting one of our club members for the entire year in in-person programming. That's during the school year and during the summer. All we ask their parents is for per child, $10 for the school year and $25. So when you think about that $1,500, you're the angel supporting them for that entire year. Now, this next level, and thank you again so much to Abby King, $1,500. Thank you so much. And we have Chris Gator, $250. Christopher Reyna at $250. Thank you all so much. I don't want to miss any names, but this next level of $500 is so important. And Alatrius, I'm going to ask you a question here in just a moment. But that $500 level, when you think back to a mentor who had made an impact on you, a coach that never gave up on you, or a tutor that was just there consistently by your side, that $500 supports all of that. And I want to give a shout out right now to my mentor, Letitia Fry, because what she reminded me of today is that the human spirit is unstoppable. And I believe that. But it also takes inspiration and support from wonderful people like you. Alatrius, you have been a member here for 6 years. Can you share with me a mentor that's made an impact on you?
Everyone at the club here, everyone has been an inspiration, and I really thank everyone because like every time I walk by and see someone, they're like, "Hey, you really did good. You really did great. Keep going. Don't stop. Be strong." And I'm like, "Thank you, everyone." Like, thanks for the help, especially my mom, because she's been a great mentor on the road to fame. And I love everyone.
Thank you. We all crave community. But with everything that's been happening, we must remember the impact it's having on our youth and how important it is to continue to show up and let them know they're being seen with consistency and ongoing. So that $500 level is one that is so important to me. And ladies and gentlemen, again, you can come up with your own amount as you so desire. But this level of $250, what's also important to focus, to commit and engage is nutrition. The $250 level allows us to feed a family for 1 week in so many different ways with partnerships in the community and your generous donations. And the $100 level, the $50 levels, so many of you have been so generous this evening. And we thank you, don't we?
Yes, we thank everyone.
And I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to look over here on Instagram. We have another board member. We have Bill and Joey Getz, who are watching remotely. We appreciate you being here. Kevin Barnett, who is a proud dad, is watching from home. Kevin, thanks for using our hashtag, Great Futures Dinner 32. And a couple more shout outs to Paige Hollick. Thank you for your $100. Jen LaRocca, $100. Stephen Harris, your $50 is so meaningful to us. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to say together, thank you so much for joining us tonight. To all the staff that's here, we appreciate you. To the board members for their service, but most importantly, I want to say how proud I am of the 26,000 club members here in Greater Houston. We have another donation just came in. Thank you so much. Donna Salenberger. Thank you, Donna Salenberger. $1,500. And Brian, thank you for the $250 donation. Thank you to so many of you that are continuing to donate tonight and moving forward. Thank you again for gifting us with your time. For you, for gifting us with your extraordinary talent.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for saying that. And again, all of you, my name was Eve Rojas. We appreciate you. Enjoy your evening. Have a safe night.
Have a safe night, everyone.
Thank you.